Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to draw Sebastian the crab from Little Mermaid. So first thing you need to do, grab yourself a pencil, either a light blue, light red, or just a regular pencil. I have a mechanical pencil. This is a Graph Gear 1000.9, so the tip of this pencil is a little bit thicker. So go ahead and draw a circle. I always usually start with a circle. It's okay to have a whole bunch of lines on your paper, like so. And then I usually cross it where I see the eyes. So his eyes are going to show up right around here. And then I'm going to cross it over here. This is where I'm finding the center point. That's why I do that across, because I'm going to start in this area here instead of when I was younger, I started on the outer edge. Now, everything's crossed like that. You can add a few more in here if you want, like the eyes probably be up here. He doesn't really have a nose, so that line will be right around there. So if you want to start with the eyes are sort of a circle or oval. Seems like at the top it's a little bit thinner. It gets a little thicker down here. So you have something like this and you have some line shooting off there, kind of like a 6. Now he has these little pupils here. I usually give a little bit of white in there so you can see the catch light. Photography term. So then coming off of this, you're going to have another little line. So it's basically the same circle. You see how I'm just slightly making lines as I go. And now this eye is pretty much like kind of diagonal, kind of the same way that those lines are going. Move this over here. So now you just have 2 circles like that. From there, add a little line under here, like so. And then another little line over here. From there, like leave a little space here and then start coming up. I guess these would be like his brows, so you'd have like a little M going on up here. Feel free to pause this video if I'm going too fast for you. I try to keep it pretty slow, so you should have something like that. Right where this starts curving, this curves up, you're going to wrap this around. You'll have something like that. So it comes out a little bit and then comes back in. This line will continue down where his eyes are. And then right around this area is where it's going to start curving. That's where we're going to have his mouth smile, right here. So I have a little bit of a smile, like a little line here, just under that curve, and then this will start curving down, and then come up, like so. And then as this starts curving, this is where you're going to have a line coming out. This is going to be his upper lip. And then come into that line. So you should have something like this. This is like the top lip of Sebastian. Now at this point, you're going to come down. Excuse me. You're going to come down with this. And as it starts coming down, it's going to curve. This is sort of his open mouth here. And then come up. Not here, but just kind of come straight up. Like that. Now, this tongue in here is going to start curving. And you'll have a little line in the middle. Kind of like a heart, a little bit like a heart. But don't have the point on the bottom. And now you'll separate this, because this is going to be like his open mouth. So you're going to have a line that comes down like kind of diagonal. And you can go ahead and sort of darken in this area here. Next thing to do is start drawing this line come down. And as it comes down, it's going to curve over. It's going to be thicker because he has like a thick, I guess, bottom lip here. Something like that. Something that, little tip is like, feel free to have all sort of lines going on, and then you're going to darken the line that starts looking good the best. So you have a little bit of line coming out here, and that's fine. You can always erase it. It's like very faint. This over so we can see Sebastian. Right at this point here, you're going to have a line that comes down. And you're going to have a line that comes up. It starts kind of curving. Leave like a little bit of a space here. And that's the other part of his arm. Like so. So two little lines coming up. Add a little line here. That's like part of his arm, and then you'll have a curve. A little bit of a curve there. We're going to start putting in his shell back here. Off of these two lines that you have coming up, you're going to just curve a little bit. A little bit down like that. And then leave another little space, and you're going to curve down like that. As you start this line down, you're going to have a line that comes off of that and curves. So these are opposite of each other, sort of the same line. And then you'll have another line that cuts in, and that will start curving. And you can connect that to this other one, so that's the shell back there. And the shell can show a little bit up here, so I add a little line up here, like so. This part right here, as this starts coming down, this is where this is going to curve around for like his body. So you have a line that curves down and around and curves up. So this is part of his shell there. You can go ahead and put, I kind of like to move around, so go ahead and put a circle here and then another big circle or oval. This will be where his his claws are. And so the reason why I do that is now, because we did that, we can draw a line that comes up and curves around. See how I did that little placeholder there? Be his claw. So these two circles allow you to now draw that line. And then as this line comes down, there's like a little V up here. Kind of cuts in. What I mean by cutting is it cuts in and then you kind of come back and you draw another little line here and cuts in again and a line down. You have something like that. So here's more part of his shell, so it cuts in and it curves. It's going to be like his little part of his claw there. Looks like something like that, like a sideways shark fin kind of. And as this comes down, it's going to just curve right here. You'll add another little curved line right around here, like so. You can go ahead and put a circle here. This will be his body. And it's okay if that circle comes into this part here. You see how I just go very faint with it? I can erase that if I want to later. It's like the lines up here, they start fading away because we've gone with thicker lines. So his body will be kind of curved like this. We'll have a line over here, like so. And as this comes up, you'll have another little line that cuts in and then curves up and around. So it looks like this is wrapped around his body. Then we got to go ahead and add his other shell, or his other claw. So you have two little lines shooting off like that, and you have a little curve here. You can do the same thing here. Circle. Well, let's go with circle this way, or oval that way. And this will allow you to draw a line here, and then that line starts curving here. What the circles do is allow you to get that circle or that curve going on, you know. So as it comes to the top here, it's going to come to a point and then curve down and in. Cut in here and you'll have another little point like that. And this is where you'll have another little shark fin. Like that. Curve this down as it's starting to come back into this space, and you'll have a curve here. And then we'll have a curved line here. There's Sebastian looking happy. Last thing to do would be to put his, I guess, feet, whatever you call them. So you can come down with lines like this, 1, 2, 3. You got 2 showing, or actually 3 showing over here. It's all kind of very overlapped though. Something like that. I do that way you can bring lines up and around them. Just kind of helps you. And kind of curve this. So I have something like that. And then these are going to come to a point like so. Like so. Same sort of technique you got going on here. It's like curved. It's kind of hard to say, but it's like thicker and then it comes thinner as they come up towards his body, and then you just have these points. Just think of like pointy teeth or triangles. And then you have another little point, like so. Then over here we'll have it curve it again. It's kind of curving in, kind of like an hourglass on this side. And then we'll have another little point. And then we'll have some points over here. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that teaches you how to draw Sebastian. You can go ahead and maybe you want to fill all this in, or go ahead and look up the colors of Sebastian and color them in, whatever you'd like. So that's my tutorial on how to draw Sebastian the crab from Little Mermaid. Go ahead and sign it, give it to somebody, say I drew this for you. I hope you enjoy these. We're going to do a lot more of these. Yeah, so I hope you guys are well. Have a great, I think it's Wednesday. But when you watch this, maybe it's a different day. Who knows? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Peace.